Another day and another completely new set of Thailand travel entry rules. So I wanted to do another video for you where I'm going to tell you everything that we know up to the minute. It's sunset again. This is now Monday night. The new rules came into effect, but they have been reversed. There's some good news here. There is some horror stories that I'm also going to share with you from various airports around the world. But by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what it's like to get in here vaccinated or unvaccinated. And I think you'll like the news today a lot better than yesterday. Let's get right into it. So let's head over to the Bangkok Post because about an hour ago, oh wait, never mind. A new story came in an embarrassing U-turn. Government U-turns on COVID vaccination rule for visitors. So there you go. This just came out about an hour ago. The government on Monday rescinded a policy announced over the weekend that required visitors to show proof of COVID vaccination. The health minister, Anutin, cited sufficient immunization levels in China and globally. We're going to get into maybe why this happened, but the important thing is that it is an abrupt U-turn. And Mr. Anutin said that requiring visitors to show evidence of 2 vaccine doses was inconvenient, and a panel of experts had resolved that it was unnecessary as enough vaccinations had been administered globally. So this seems that it'll apply to everyone. Thais were never involved in this big kerfluffle. Chinese and all global travelers coming and going from Thailand seem now to be able to enter vaccinated or unvaccinated. There are some things happening out there that I'm going to run you through though. But just quick, a bit of context in this whole thing. I mean, the return of the Chinese tourist, it's a big deal to the global economy. You know, this article here points out that there's 155 million tourists that come from China. They've spent more than $250 billion beyond its borders back in 2019. And back in those days, China averaged about 12 million outbound air passengers per month. And those numbers fell 95% during the COVID years. So massive impact around the world, and specifically in Thailand, where Chinese are the top tourists. Article in The Guardian today. We are ready. Relief and excitement builds in Thailand with Chinese tourists set to return. You know, they interview people with the article starts after almost 3 years of little to no business. Thai tour guide operator, a name I can't pronounce, is more than relieved that Chinese tourists will soon be allowed to travel again. Of important note, this massive wave of outbound Chinese tourism has seen a 7-fold increase in flight searches within 15 minutes of the announcement by China. And the top destinations so far are Thailand, Japan, South Korea, and I've heard Singapore. Yesterday, tourism operators in Phuket, Panga, Krabi, all over the country started protesting these new entry requirements. This is from Phuket Go. And whether this had anything to do with the government's newfound realization that the Chinese are sufficiently vaccinated all of a sudden or not, it doesn't matter. To me, this is good news that everyone freaked out yesterday and the government pulled this U-turn today. I'd rather have them pull a little bit of an embarrassing, left and a zig and a zag and a flip and a flop and a right and a left than to still be having these new requirements drag on. It all became clear when another notice to air missions went out late yesterday. The notice to air missions, they're official notices that go out to airlines, and they sent them out last night with the new regulations. It says here, there's been another notice to air missions issued in the past 24 hours, which changes item 5, which may provide an opportunity for a person without vaccination proof an option to fly to Thailand. If a passenger fails to provide a document, the passenger is now subjected to be tested at the port of arrival. So will you get tested when you arrive in Bangkok? What happens if you do? I'm going to get to that. So next up, this is what an official notice to airmen looks like. And if I was you and I was headed to an airport today, tomorrow, this week, anytime soon, I'd be printing this off and taking it to them and saying, please check, because they updated number 5, which had said that they shall deny boarding. The new number 5 says that if they don't produce the necessary documents, vaccine certificates, a proof that you've had and recovered from COVID in the last 6 months, or a doctor's note that says you aren't eligible for the vaccine. Now it says the passengers subjected to be tested at the point of arrival. So it means you're going to be allowed to get on your planes in those cities that you live all over the world. They'll let you on the airplanes because, let's be honest, the airlines freaked out and also kicked up a fuss to the Thai government and said, bottom line, like, you want us to do this on 12 hours notice? Let's get real. What were the airlines doing? Different things. Eva Air, please be advised, there will be a random check on your vaccine certificate on arrival in the Bangkok airport. Any passenger suspected with COVID symptoms will undergo ATK test upon arrival at your own cost. Passengers who failed to prevent vaccine certificates or health insurance contact the port health. So bottom line, same deal. Eva's saying we're going to let you on the plane once you land in Bangkok. Be warned, you might get tested. Richard Barrow, who's been a great source of information and continues to be, I like his take. He says it's almost certain there won't be any testing of unvaccinated tourists to arrive this week. That's just a bluff. Too short notice to set anything up, and way too many people arriving to test everyone. At the most, they'll probably just test those who show symptoms. But let's go to someone who actually arrived. Another Twitter guy, Chico Teramoto, just arrived to Bangkok. Nobody requested me any certificates or insurance, maybe because I'm allowed to use Fast Track. However, some passengers, around 15, couldn't board in Istanbul as they had no vaccination proof. That photo right there, that's the potential nightmare. Man, imagine these people showed up to the airport last night in Istanbul for 2 weeks of fun in the sun here in Thailand. Boom, the airline says we didn't get this new notice to airmen. You're not allowed on the flight, and they literally got shut down by the sounds of it. Brutal that it came to this. This is just a notice from the Royal Thai Consulate General of Sydney about new regulations for traveling to Thailand. And same thing, it's been updated. It has all the old wording about needing a vaccine certificate or medical letters, but it says if you fail to present the above document, they will be subject to testing upon arrival in Thailand. Something that we don't think is really happening en masse over here. Back to Richard. According to first-hand reports from people arriving at Suvarnabhumi and other international airports, there is no checking for insurance or vax documents, and certainly no testing. However, this doesn't mean this will not happen later. Perhaps they're scrambling to test. I'm going to keep you updated as this story unfolds, now that it's thrown so many people's travel plans into a state of flux. I definitely want to use this platform here to make sure you're kept up to date. I hope this is the last video I have to do, but look, they might be scrambling to get testing going. If you arrive this week and you're watching this video, drop a comment. What happened? Just quickly say whether you tested or not. Like this, here's an example. I've just gone through Bangkok. I got out about 20 minutes ago. There were no checks at all, not by the airline, nothing at the airport. Did you get checked when you left your home country? No. Emirates did not check any documents in the UK. Did it seem like they might still be organizing things, or that there is nothing and won't be nothing? Nope. Business as usual, all very calm and quiet. What about masks? Mandatory for inbound flights again? Were the crews wearing them? Nope, no masks, not on the flights or at the airport. No, the cabin crew didn't have them on either. So there's a nice first-hand account. This is what we have to go by right now to make sure we all understand what's really happening. Here's the important update that came a couple hours ago. Mr. Anutin, Deputy Prime Minister of Public Health, has canceled the criteria for vaccination certificates before entering the country on all flights. Effective immediately. Full U-turn, hop on the planes, come on back to Thailand, everyone. Thank you, Anutin. Good on ya. Let's end with a bit of a horror story. Just got blocked flying from Kuala Lumpur. I'm vaccinated. but didn't have my documents with me. I have a work permit for Thailand, but that didn't matter. Over 20 passengers denied boarding my flight from Kuala Lumpur. Let's hope that stories like that end. I'm going to do a full roundup this weekend. I hope I don't have to make another video like this. I just hope that the new rules stick. But if things change again, I'll keep you updated. So hit subscribe, just give it a little tickle, and I'll keep you updated along the way. But for now, just enjoy one of my videos that's not about COVID. Here, click up here and check out me eating with Mark Wiens, and click down there for another little fun Thailand video. And I hope you all get over here and have your very own happy endings.